Goku has one of the best physiques in all of anime history, but that begs the question, could you actually achieve this physique in real life? Could you actually obtain a real life physique just like Goku's? Well, in this video, we're gonna answer that question, plus at the end, I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to do it if it is in fact possible. So make sure to stick around for those, and now let's dive in. First up, if you're new here, my name is Devin. I'm a personal trainer and strength coach. I help people get in shape just like their favorite characters, and if that's something you're interested in, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more content. So obviously Goku has a ton of different forms, too many really to count. So in this video, we're just gonna keep it simple and look at mostly just his base form. And then if you like this video and want me to go over a specific version of Goku in the future, we can totally look at that as well. Just let me know in the comments down below. So with a quick Google search, it looks like Goku's height is 5'9" and his weight is 137. Now I've seen this stat before because it's actually kind of shocking, because given his physique and how jacked he is, even in his smallest forms, this seems a little bit ridiculous, especially the 137 part. And I was looking it up on Reddit, and most people seem to disagree with this. Some people even think that he was inspired by Jackie Chan, and that's why he's that height. But I have to say, I did look it up, and while Jackie Chan is maybe around 5'9", maybe a little bit less or so, it does look like that while a lot of Dragon Ball was inspired by martial arts films like Jackie Chan films, I'm not sure if his look was really inspired by Jackie Chan as much as it was Sun Wukong. I'm sure there was a lot of inspirations there. Maybe his height was based on that, but I'm not really sure. Either way, Goku is definitely not 137, at least not once he gets like super jacked. Maybe in his really young adult years, like right around the time of Raditz or just before that. But by the time we get to where he's fighting Vegeta, he is definitely way bigger than 137. And in fact, looking like this, if he is in fact 5'9", I would place him closer to 200 pounds, close to it. I mean, he's pretty dang jacked. And if not 200, that might be just a little bit big. I would say he's at least like 170, 180. Now, of course, that's just that shot. We have some other ones where he looks a little bit more normal and less jacked. I think he wasn't just coming off of like Kaioken right here, or maybe even was in it. Either way, in some of these more normal shots, I would probably place him around 150, 160. And at 5'9", anywhere from 150 to 200 is definitely going to be reasonable. But what about with his amount of muscle mass? Because he is basically just pure muscle. He is definitely someone that has the muscle mass and conditioning to actually compete in bodybuilding. So if we look at bodybuilders, we can see that people that are about 5'9", and we're talking like smaller, more natural bodybuilders, actually tend to be around this weight range. I would say usually these competitors range from about 165 to 185. And we are talking about natural competitors, because sometimes in the non-natural divisions where people are on gear, they could be 5'9" and weigh upwards of 250, almost even 300 pounds sometimes, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. So to answer the original question, could you actually look like Goku in real life? It's going to be really, really difficult. You're going to need years and years of training and really good genetics, but I do think it's very possible in his smaller base forms. Something like this, it's questionable. It's questionable. But something like this, I definitely think that it is closer to achievable. Now remember, it's going to depend on your body type, your body style, how long you've been training, how good your training is. But I do think it's something that could be strived for. It's a very superhero-esque physique with the V-taper and X-frame to the physique. So now that we've established that, I think it is actually possible to achieve a physique similar to Goku's base form. How would you actually do it? Well, here's my 3 tips. And these are going to be weightlifting tips specifically. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes to it, like nutrition. And if you want me to make a full program that includes nutrition and stuff like that, let me know in the comments down below. Tip number 1 is going to be make sure you're hitting the muscle groups that create that V taper. And this kind of hidden muscle right here is what really helps with Goku's physique. And that is known as the latissimus dorsi. That's a back muscle that really pops out. It's right under the shoulders, and you can really flare it out, and that gives you kind of a V taper to your physique. That's one of the most important muscles for the V taper. Now that begs the question, how would you actually hit that muscle? Well, here are 3 different exercises that are my favorite to hit it, but of course there are many other options. Number 1 is the pull up, or you could do lat pull downs. Number 2 is the cable row. I really love this exercise, especially if you do a version of it called a flexion row, where you're really rounding the back over and then arching it, so you're getting a full range of motion with that back. And then number 3 is a really great exercise if you don't have cable machines or a pull-up bar. If you just have a pair of dumbbells, one of the best exercises to hit the lats and the overall back musculature is the single arm dumbbell row. So do these 3 exercises and you'll be well on your way to having a better V taper just like Goku's. Okay, tip number 2 is to make sure that you're building your chest. One of the best aspects of Goku's physique is his chest, and it just really pops almost like a bodybuilder's. And you can even see in simple shots like this The top part of his chest creates this almost armor plate look. It's almost like he has a shelf on top of his chest. Like if you had a can, like you've seen girls do that with their butt. If you had a can like right there, you could put it on your chest and just like stand there. That's how like dominant his chest is. So here are 3 different exercises that you would want to perform to really hit your chest and really bulk it up. Number 1 is the incline bench. You can do this with a barbell or with dumbbells. Number 2 is the cable flies. I love this exercise because you can get a really good stretch in that chest. And number 3 is the deficit push-up. This is another great exercise for really getting full range of motion with the chest. So going back to Goku's physique, really we could point out a lot of different muscles. Obviously the lats really pop out, the chest really pops out, and many other things. Like he's got a great set of abs, he's got great traps and delts. But to me, the third thing that really pops out on his physique is his arms. And here are 3 different exercises that you could use to build arms like Goku's. Number 1 is the incline dumbbell curl. This is a great exercise for really isolating the biceps, getting a really good stretch with them, and being stable and not using the body for momentum and swinging. Another great technique for building up the arms is to hit the tricep, since it's even bigger than the bicep. And one of my favorite exercises for that is kind of like a 2-for-1 special with the chest. It's the dip. So with a dip, you're not only hitting your tricep, you're hitting your chest like I mentioned, but you're also hitting the front part of your delt. So actually it's not a 2-for-1 special, it's a 3-for-1 special. That's why I love compound exercises and I love dips. Whenever you're doing these, make sure you're going all the way down, getting a good stretch, and then going all the way back up. And then exercise number 3 to get arms like Goku, I just could not help myself. We have to put at least one shoulder exercise in there because it does make up a lot of the arms, and that is the cable lateral raise. Now you can do these from a lot of different angles and a lot of different heights. My favorite is probably doing it from the hip because that creates a 90-degree angle at the most stretched position in the shoulder, which is probably gonna give you the most bang for your buck when doing lateral raises. So going back to the original question, could you look like Goku in real life naturally? I think so, although it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of good genetics, and we're talking about Goku primarily in his base form. And how would you actually achieve it? Well, make sure to follow those tips I just gave you, and if you want a full program, let me know that in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. YouTube and I think you'll love this video next. Make sure to check it out, and I'll see you there.